Something I can talk about, Kev, though.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me the code whilst I was away,
Yes, it's
and
time.
it devoured my time. RACCOIN. Um, I can't remember where we were or what we were talking about, how long ago it was, but it was brought to my attention, this game, and I was like, "Oh no, this is going to be bad. It's going to consume my time." So if you're watching the video, you can see some footage in the background of selecting characters and um, slot cards, which are essentially just like a modifier. You can select difficulty, and it is a roguelite coin pusher. Um, it is crack cocaine, Kevin. Um, I truly think that RACCOIN is going to be a thing that I play for years to come.
Oh wow.
It's just, I mean, there have been plenty of games that talk about, oh, just one more go, one more round, one more run. And, I think of the Balatros of the world. That's all great. That's fine. But as I said to you privately, I don't think it was in a recorded part of the podcast. It might have been speaking afterwards. I have a very deep affinity for what we call in the
Mm-hmm.
UK 2P machines. Um, and this, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh no, this is going to set something off in me, like a nostalgia deep inside, but also fueled by the addictive gameplay loop. So in RACCOIN, you are putting coins into this machine, trying to build up score. Each coin has a specific value that you can modify if you apply specific traits to it. There are coins that you can buy in the shop, as you're seeing in the footage, which have specific abilities and interactions with other coins that can increase value or trigger different effects if they touch one another or are near one another. There are bad coins that you have to remove. You're progressing through different rounds, and each round, obviously, as you would expect, has a higher and higher point total that you have to reach. I think there's a total of 15 rounds that you have to breach through to successfully complete a run. That's surprisingly difficult. And as you can see in the footage, it sort of starts out relatively tame. There's a few different types of coins that you can see on the screen. Eventually, the footage will sort of descend into chaos. Um, I will admit that I've put, I think, probably again similar to Crimson Desert, actually, maybe like 20 hours into RACCOIN so far.
It's a good amount of time.
Played it on PC and on Steam Deck, and I still really don't fully have a grasp on what most of the coins do. Um, I am obviously competent in terms of reading what they can do, but in terms of fully grasping what their interactivity and what the combo potentials are, I'm still not scratching the surface because I do have a pretty good understanding, but I still think that there is so much that I have yet to learn. I've completed a few successful runs, but I haven't hit that flow state yet necessarily where I know what to look for in the shop. It's very much experimental phase, but that's not a problem in my book. I like just sort of tinkering and dabbling around and seeing, what does this do if this hits this? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh, that's fine. Oh, what if I do this and this? Oh, that causes an explosion that sends all of the coins flying. Builds higher combo potentials. This makes every coin score 2,000 points instead of 10. It's pretty crazy. Um, I think aesthetically it's fantastic. Music, obviously not, you can't hear it in this clip, but the music is also fantastic, similar to Balatro. I think it's sort of a looping track, but
Mm.
a real brainworm, real earworm gets in there. I really have nothing negative to say, frankly. I told you that I was going to love it, and
Yeah.
I do. I think that RACCOIN is, if you're into those one more go kind of addictive, lots of visual flair type games, the Balatros, as I said, this is like a no brainer.
So obviously we're watching here, and I've been trying to pick up what's going on. So I keep seeing the shop open up. Is that like you when you get to a certain score, you get to pick new ones, kind of like a Vampire Survivors?
Yeah, so once you reach the score, the point total of a given round, you then get to go back to the shop. You're accruing in the top right there the raccoon tickets,
Okay.
and then you can buy special coins which have unique effects. You can expand your clip, which is on the right side of the screen that holds the coins that you buy, so you can hold more coins. The chips at the bottom are like sort of passives, and then the prizes are unique sort of activatables that have very specific effects. So you see, there's a giraffe coin
Yeah,
that
just spinning.
extended the neck out and spun round. You can see I'm using one of the prizes here, which is going to convert a big tower of coins that's emerging out all into the highest possible cost. And you see there, it just begins
Oh, I
exploding and
like
goes crazy. Yeah,
that.
yeah. It does something to you, Kev. I don't know what it is, but there is a lot of, I think, strategic depth, similar to Balatro and games
Hmm.
of that ilk, where you can kind of just mindlessly click around if you want to, and you won't win rounds by doing it. You won't win runs, certainly, but it is a very, I think, easy to play, difficult to master game.
It it
And
not to cut you
no,
off, because
please.
it does give me the Bellatra, the same Bellatra vibes. Obviously, this is PlayStack. They sent over the code. They're publishing this one as well as they did the Bellatra 2 years ago. And I am much more familiar with Bellatra and that type of game. But like getting the jokers, and like you can just randomly pick. But like the key to that game, and I think it seems pretty similar here, is you want to pick jokers that'll work in tandem. Like, oh, all face cards score times 20. You have another joker that makes every card count as a face card. Like, they'll boost your score immensely. Like, kind of picking things like that. That's what I'm seeing from this.
Yes, yes, you really do need to synergize things. So like you see on the right side, there's a like a chicken coin. You
Hmm.
can throw those out and they have unique interactions with themselves, but there's also a cat coin there that's in the shop. You can buy that, and the cat coin can, if you have a chicken coin out on the field, the chicken coin, the cat coin can eat the chicken coin. It can jump over to the chicken coin and eat it, and it will then sort of double or triple its value, so that when you score it off of the edge, you're going to help yourself reach those higher point totals. You see a UFO absorbing
Oh, that's
coins.
so cool.
it it really gets crazy, almost to an overwhelming degree. I think it's sort of the sort of flaming multiplier combo of Balatro on steroids. And really, you see the amount of different types of coins on the screen. Again, if you tried to get me to explain what most of these are, I'm still not quite there. But the craziness and the fun, like things are just jumping around and pinging off of one another. There is something so ticklingly satisfying about RACCOIN.
Hmm.
Um, and it is admittedly, I think, a very overwhelming to watch. But once you're playing it, I think you will very quickly get a grasp. And it's currently, I mean, it's not my game of the year, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Um,
That's,
yeah.
that's I mean, there's still plenty of the year left, but that's a good ringing endorsement, I think, for this game. Again, Balashro made it on plenty of game of the year lists, and this what has been touted as a similar style game. And I know it's reviewed quite well. I think it's sitting in the low 80s. And I know Soaking It in the chat said I'm deliberately avoiding Recoin because I have other games to
Oh
play.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So that seemed like a lifesaver.
I've faced that same issue, frankly. I am sort of having to limit myself. I'll do like a run in bed at night, and then that's it. I have to stop, because I will stay up until I'm like 4 in the morning if I don't curtail myself. So yeah, Raccoin, not a pleasant surprise, because I knew that I was going to love it, as I say, but I love it, I think, more than I was expecting, which is saying something.